Thanks for joining me. Today we're making a very elegant roasted cauliflower, and this is a showstopper for yourself or with other people. It's a beauty. So let's get started. Okay, we are starting on the most beautiful cauliflower. This is not the cauliflower of years gone by, the riced cauliflower and all the weird boiled cauliflowers. This is roasted. This is so worth the time, and it's very easy, and the payoff is so beautiful. I have an organic cauliflower here. I'm just going to cut off the bottom so it can sit flat. These I have washed in salt water, so these can stay on. These turn beautiful when they cook. So I'm going to put this in my pan, and I'm going to put 3 inches of water in there, and I'm going to bring it to a boil for about 8 minutes, and then I'm going to let it sit and cool off. And then it goes in the oven. I'm preheating the oven at 450 right now, so that will be nice and toasty. Okay, now that has cooked for 8 minutes, nice and steamy, and I'm going to drain it and then let it sit on a towel and get all the water off it. And I drain that off, and I'm just going to turn that over. Now this part of it can be done even a day ahead of time, so you have to get that soft. I've tried other recipes where I have tried to flavor it and put it in the oven, and it doesn't work. You need this step of steaming it. So I'll see you in a few minutes, and then we're going to just lightly put our oil on and our cumin. You can grind that, but it calls for seeds. And our turmeric, I'm going to make a little, while that's cooling down, I'm going to make a little bit of turmeric oil, but it's a very gentle flavorings that are just beautiful. Now the turmeric is going to turn kind of orange. If you've cooked with this, if I have white counters and I've actually cooked with it and it has stained my counters, so be careful. And you need about a teaspoon of it, or you can use turmeric powder, but I didn't have turmeric powder. Okay, I'm going to add some oil to that and just let those colors come together because they're going to color our cauliflower. Okay, see you in a few minutes when that cools down. Look at that, in not even 1 minute. That beautiful color. See, that's draining off nicely. And then just flip it over so it can continue to drain out. Okay, our cauliflower has cooled down. Oops, and it is gentle now. And it's going to be a very high heat, so I'm going to put it on a little bit of parchment. And I'm going to spray the bottom. Now, if you didn't like cumin seeds, you could use Parmesan and garlic, but I love this, so this is what I'm going with. And it calls for 2 tablespoons of olive oil. So since I put this in with that, I'm going to go over it with that. Look at the beautiful color. Put it everywhere. That turmeric is so earthy and so beautiful. This would even be good with a yogurt sauce. I always put it with za'atar, and you can use harissa. I like things hot, I have found out. So that's how I do it. I'm going to put just a little bit on the leaves because this 450 degrees is a very hot oven. And for 40 to 45 minutes, you got to watch it. Every oven is different, but you want to watch what is going on in your oven. Okay, and then we're going to put on about 1/2 teaspoon of salt. It calls for a teaspoon, but I always like using less if I can. That's just me. And it calls for 1.5 teaspoons of the cumin seeds. Now you could also use ground cumin. I could grind this myself. You know, I grind a lot, but there's something just beautifully earthy about the whole seeds. And just put those on there, pack those in there, put another half. Those everywhere. I'll taste a little piece and see if we need, nope, salt's perfect. See, I always, oh my gosh, that flavor already, you guys, just on the hot cauliflower. Okay, so that's going in the oven for 40 to 45 minutes, and that's why you wear gloves. And that's why if you have a white countertop, you have to get turmeric off in like 30 seconds. Look it's stained the gloves. This won't come off. That color will not come off. Okay, so I'm gonna put it in the oven, but I gotta take off my gloves to do it. I'll see you in 40 minutes. Okay, it's been in there for about 42 minutes. You can take it a little longer if you'd like. And now we're gonna bring it out. Oh, it is gorgeous and crispy. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so now we are going to make our dressing that goes on top. And this is delicious and very, very simple. Okay, we start with tablespoons of sesame oil. Stir that. If you've got the kind like me, it separates, and then we'll need a little water because it always separates when you add the lemon. We need 1/3 cup, and that is about 5 1/3 tablespoons. I'm going to do a little less because chances are good I may eat a good portion of that because that is my lunch and my dinner. I didn't have any. But you can use up to 5. And then this calls for 1 clove of garlic, but this is a huge clove. It's probably like 2, possibly 3 cloves. Okay, I'll stir that. I used to work at a restaurant, and this was their house dressing, and I just absolutely love it. Calls for 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. I'm just gonna measure in there. 1, 2. So I would say that is close to 1/2 of a lemon. Okay, so now that's sort of seized up on us as I knew it would. Gonna put a pinch of salt in there. Remember, you can always add more, and I've got to add just a little bit of water. Just a teaspoon of water. And I know it looks all crumbly, but just watch. It will relax and thin out. And I have a little pitcher here, a little spouted pitcher, because when I pour it on, I want it to look nice because I'm going to put mint, and if you have parsley, put that on. Put any herb you would like. The freshness will just be absolutely beautiful. You can also add some za'atar and Aleppo pepper as you dress it. It's very, see, look at how beautiful that gets. And if it's too thick for you, add more lemon juice. If it's too thin, add more tahini. I might actually put just a little more drop because we do need to be able to pour that. Hope that's not too much. Just keep stirring it. Okay, and I'm going to cut a little bit of dill and herb here. And plate this. Now remember, that cast iron is very hot, and it's going to stay hot. So I'm just going to pick that up, be gentle, and take the pieces with it. Okay, I'm going to drop a little bit. Oh, you know what? I do want a little bit of za'atar on it. You don't have to do anything you don't want here, but I love the za'atar for the fragrance and the flavor. As I told you, I like things hot, so I'm gonna Could put a little Aleppo pepper on it. Gorgeous. Spicy smoked. Put my dressing on first. Could add some toasted sesame seeds here. Now, put your herbs on top. And then I also chopped up our pistachios. If you had some pomegranates, that would add a little bit of glorious red. But this is just up to you how you garnish it. And that is our beautiful roasted cauliflower. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Okay, I gotta try this. Okay, let's give this a bite. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna take that bite right there. Bon appetit. You guys, I am telling you, if you make one thing interesting, this is so gorgeous. I really hope you try it. It is so beautiful, absolutely spectacular. And I will see you next time. It means a lot to me if you like and subscribe, because that way I can keep bringing you beautiful high fiber dishes, or dishes that go well with fiber. That is my whole thing. Americans do not eat enough fiber, so that is my emphasis. So thank you for watching. See you next time. Delicious. That cauliflower, it didn't make it to the video. I ate it all. It is perfection. And I am now going to bring that into rotation about once a week. It is different. It is unique. It's fun to eat from the whole cauliflower instead of small pieces. It's delicious. I want to thank you for joining me. And please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon.